No.
God.
And wow, how did we get here?
Okay. So this, yeah, okay. Wait, is this second fight? Yeah, this will be second fight. No, it won't.
No, this isn't. This would be third fight. Yeah, this is second. This is second.
All right. Moving through 1, moving into 2, and then the same thing's gonna happen. Where they're meeting us here, right?
Yeah.
So when they're meeting us here, what do we need to be doing?
We need to make sure we're playing stacked.
No. We need
Okay.
pressure from a different area.
Okay.
So what I want to see is I want to end up seeing Vampiro. I want to see you booster up to this high ground or on top of statue. And I need to see Reed looking for the second push to be coming into 3, which is here, in order to put pressure this way out into the team. This means that this wall, while it is effective, we can directly threaten the resources that are going to be behind their Reinhardt, meaning that they can't actively aggress into us because they don't have a diva.
Right, okay.
So we nanoed an animal, but Jade dies, which is unfortunate. We kill their Rhine. Now Reed's looking for the flank, and Reed's going to... Yep, there. Reed dies, fight's over.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to the quote-unquote big boy high ground. High nooning up here is fine. It forces an enemy point, and now we can look to aggressively take space on point, which is completely fine. Jay's playing super passive, which is, again, nice. However, we do want to be looking to be able to pressure them away from Hotel. Now, when they are Hotel, and then they decide to retreat back, that means that whoever's on point knows that we can look to be aggressive because the enemy team's kind of in limbo. Now this Ana, I believe, gets off a big nade. Yeah. Because we didn't aggress. So the Ana and the Kree are typically going to be positioned together when they're retreating away, which means we know that if the Kree was just here, the Ana's at least there. So we know where both of them are immediately just by having this McCree flank us. So once that McCree dips away, we should be looking to be finding an advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I think we didn't
now,
push
a
forward
wall
there
here
they
would
rallied.
be fight winning, but we don't actually have a wall. And now fight's over.
Yeah, should we have still just been aggressive up on point even though they had rallied? Because they rallied when they were in the corner there, and that's right before they naded. Right there.
But they're not getting any value out of it, so we can actually look for a shatter here. Because their Brig's actually too far away from me to get the stun off. So we can look for a shatter, then off that shatter we get rally. But like we don't actually have the heals to heal everyone up. So like what we should be doing is we should be stacking together here. We should be stacking together here. And then we just look to play this side statue.
Okay. Then when the rally wears off and we're healed up, we can walk.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because then we would have had our own rally. We can press in with our rally.
Okay.
This is too split. I don't like this. If their May had half a brain, they'd a wall, or if their team had half a brain, they'd have called for a wall. Now they're spamming. They're going to look for a wall and probably into a blizzard potentially, but I think Vampire eats this blizzard.
Nice.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, we should just be
now
running.
Now that May's fucked and the Kree's dead, this fight's free. We just have to push forward and literally hold left click.
Yeah. Which happens.
Okay, so even if we do all that Ryan there, there's nothing that we can actually do to capitalize off of that. So all you're doing is kind of making him shit himself. But
a little duty in the pants.
Never. Now Nano's walled, and we're able to securely get him out. But we wall there, Ryan, because he walks into a choke like a dumbass. We need to blow him up. I do like the aggressive bomb there, since we know that they don't have a shield. And of course,
yeah.
because they already skirmished with us, they used both of their bubbles, so the Zarya does not have a bubble to stop D.Va Bomb.
Big boy bomb.
Yeah, that was pretty
Why am I
obvious.
getting pinged? Okay. Vampiro? You know what? I'm just calling you Edward.
That's Spanish for vampire.
Okay, so we go for the high noon. So this right here I don't like. We're not using high noon correctly. So like I said before, this is the old meta, and obviously I wasn't working with you guys before with the old Kree meta. But when you're Kree's high nooning, that is a terrible circle. Remember Kree's high nooning? I actually want Nanimal. I want you to be on the side of cart that your Kree's high nooning on. So if our Kree's high nooning here, I want you to play here as well. And then what I want you to do is I want you to look to be able to be peeling the enemy Ryan off of your Kree. That way you're basically just beating the shit out of them, and the rest of our team's beating the shit out of them to enable our Kree, and then we can go for the up and then get off our high noon. But I want to make sure that in the future you're in front of Reed and literally peeling for Reed as Ryan, smacking the shit out of their Ryan. Because look how far away his team is from him.
Right? Yeah. If I just pummel him a little bit, he'll definitely just get shit on. Yeah, you're right.
And literally, Vamp can count to fucking 2, and then just hold DM on you, and then we know that the Deadeye won't actually be able to kill you, and then you can throw your shield back up, and we're fine. Because by that time, our high noon should have been used already. Because they don't have a D.Va.
Right.
All right, now McCree's dead. Fight should be won. All we have to do is not throw.
Oh.
Kind of uncoordinated there. What happened?
I think Zabi walled my shatter.
So we're calling look for bash shatter here. And we bash, and then, Zabi puts up the wall.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Unfortunate, but at the same time,
probably didn't need
watch. You didn't actually shatter him.
It would have hit the people behind him, though, I believe, right? Would it not have?
I mean, it doesn't even matter. The fight's already won. Yeah, so whether you shatter the Rhine solo or you shatter his team, the fight's already won. Arguably, we don't even have to use the shatter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask originally. Okay. Yeah, I thought we'd just be fine to just seal the fight since they rallied. I just wanted to get more time.
Well, they rallied, but we have nano. So what I would recommend we actually look to do here is we actually look to nano you and then aggress with your nano into them. That way you can start farming your next shatter already.
Okay.
As if
I had used the shatter there,
the rest of our resources into the fight rather than, or to chase them if they try to run away. Specifically, wall. Yeah, so good Blizzard. Ryan doesn't get out, but we're looking at too many targets. Okay, there we go.
Oh, big wall.
I always do that.
Okay, so we're going for bash Ryan for the high noon. Not gonna work out. Okay, so now we got 2 people behind.
And there's a blizzard.
And there's a blizzard coming out, but we're backing up.
Mm-hmm.
So when the enemy's main wall goes up, we all need to be going onto stacking on this area of the map. Everyone that's to the south of this line needs to stack into this area of the map and play this court. Now, once that happens, this May's gonna walk forward, and then you 2 are gonna bum rush in. So, because watch how the enemy team plays this, right? Like you're here, Reed's still looking for the high noon, which is fine. But you guys back here are doing nothing. You guys can literally just look to beat the shit out of their Zarya. That's fine too. but we have to have movement when you're on the flank. We can get value out of you being on the flank, but the longer we stretch out this fight, the less likely it is for us to win because they have respawn advantage. So if you two are on the flank, we want to be as aggressive as possible with our gameplay.
Yeah, they was hiding because I was trying to eat like grab or something from behind. But like I don't know, I was just kind of there, and they were so far away from me, so I don't know.
Well, we 100% should have aggressed. The people that weren't with you, the core of the team, should have aggressed through the Maywall though, because we had the high noon up. So aggressing into that and meeting with you guys around payload would have been actually probably the best play to make.
How would that work if they blizzard that though? If they just blizzard, did they blizzard because
Vamp's behind them, so she can't. The enemy
right, if they push
can't visually see the defense matrix.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's look for the eat. Right. Okay. Understood.
So they use their grav, and we're not actually able to really sustain through that, which is the big issue, right? Because they grab and we can't eat it, and then you bomb the grav, so you can't eat the anti-nade, which means there's no sustain from Inspire. Basically, honestly speaking, though, I really think grav is the strongest win con for the enemy team, so it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah, very likely to lose fights in the grav.
Magdalene's gonna start naming our VODs more professionally. Okay, we have ult advantage. We should be aggro.
Amazing quality camera work.
This is that fucking contenders level camera work.
Oh yeah, I got chain CC'd. I got like fucking bashed and slept or some shit like that. That's unfortunate.
Yep, grab again. Nothing you can do about that. Touch. Okay, that's huge because we just killed their major source of damage output. We just beat the shit out of their mage. She has no ice block. She's Blizzard. We don't eat it. Not the end of the world. But we need to be keeping Nanimal alive. We need to be inting to keep Nanimal alive. Literally inting to save his life.
Yeah, I almost pinned out, but I got bashed. Fortunate.
100%. You int to save Nanimal there. Okay. So there's an interesting comp that we can run here on defense.
Ooh.
And it's actually Rein Sigma. Now,
Sigma just sits on high ground, doesn't he?
You have Sigma and Kree.
Yeah.
Which you can arguably then replace Kree with a Hawk.
Right.
And have them positioned up here. So these are two players. And then you have your Rein, your Mei, and your Brig positioned here. There's 5 members. And your last member of your team would be your Ana. And your Ana basically is going to be playing in window or the platform here.
Right, because you can heal everything from there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good position.
So this would be
that's a cool
Rein, Brig, Mei. Granted, none of these heroes are banned, by the way, Smile. Now, I know for a fact Sig won't be banned for a little while. Brig will be banned next. Ana might get banned as well. Rein will be banned next. Because I mean, like, we're playing the comp that I know is going to be played now. And Mei, again, every hero that you guys are playing right now could probably get banned. So D.Va hasn't been banned since Al started, so I'd expect D.Va to be target numero uno. Even though it's supposedly random, I bet Diva will be the next fucking ban tank.
Should be Widow. I can't stand Widow.
They should just ban Symmetra, Smile.
Oh my god.
Just another useless ban.
The problem, well, Widow kind of has the same problem that Pharah does. Widow has the same problem that Pharah does when you're looking at like the lower GM, is that Widow can be out tempoed, just like a Pharah. Because if you just beat the shit out of Widow's team, it doesn't matter who she clicks.
Right.
Okay, so enemy aggresses in the 1, enemy aggresses in the 2.
And we don't do anything about it.
Yep, we don't do jack shit. We wall, but we don't actually wall them off completely. So they cycle around and regroup with their Rhine, which is what we need to make sure that we're doing. And then they kill Reed, so they basically have won the fight. And Vamp got caught inside their team.
Yeah, we need to be looking for the wall as soon as they cross, like, before they get to the mini.
When we see... Oh, wait, I gotta pause. Okay, spacebar doesn't pause, apparently.
It's just like, okay.
So once they get into 2 or into 1, and we're on this point, and we see that they start going this way, we're moving in to meet them, right? Because they want their Mei to be here. They want their backline to be here before they put up their wall. But if we meet them when their Rhine is there, we do to them what they did to us.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, yeah.
And that's what we want to be doing. You want to be way more aggressive on defense, first point.
Okay.
Don't care what we should have done. I need to know what we're going to do now. Not the world's greatest angle. Ooh, they have graph. And then I get a big flashbang. This fight's kind of lost, but like we're pussyfooting around right here. But we should know that because they just won that first fight so quickly, whatever odds we have, just add 10 to 15% for each of them, right? So they have, they basically have, and they have, right? So we should be going in thinking that they're probably close to 3 alts. So 1, 2, and then essentially 4, but you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be, instead of being here and just doing whatever the fuck we were doing, talking, we should have been literally fucking WM1ing, inting our brains out into them, and focusing their Reinhardt to pull out their ultimates. That way, by the time Cart gets to here, we're already here coming back for a recontest, and we're contesting this corner. That's what we need to be looking to do here.
Okay.
You got to remember, there's certain areas that you want to be taking your fights in, right? And on third point, or second point here on Kings, you want to fight here, you want to fight here, and you want your recontest.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if we're able to
fights in the
aggress
middle.
into them before the cart even gets here, that's ideal. But let's see how long it takes us to die. Okay. So cart's just about there, so the cart's in a pretty good spot for us, actually. We could have done that better. We probably could have pulled out Nano if we beat the shit out of their Rhine. Could have even killed the Rhine and denied the generation of Earth Shatter. But just have to be more aggressive, realizing what we need to be doing due to map geometry. Great wall by the enemy Mei, as you can say. So now the cart's getting to that second corner. We need to be getting in there. So this Kree is looking for the flank through alley. This is a terrible flank for Kree. We
takes a long
ourselves
time.
never want to be doing that flank. This is a terrible flank, and you're not supposed to flank on Kree before the fight starts either.
Yeah, because he's doing nothing right now.
We will Ryan in, but I can't see anything. Anti for Shatter is not in trade.
Oh, look at that!
We
Look
then
at
respond
that!
with the exact same combo back to them. So that's not
Oh
that bad.
Oh, man.
So look at that. We took our fight where we wanted to because of where we died. The Zarya is going to get out, which is a little unlucky, but that's because you don't have a Lucio.
I almost hit her, dude. I was so close. I could sniff her ass, dude. I was so close to slamming into her.
Dude, I'm hungry.
I had an
fried
Asian
chicken.
burrito today. It was insane.
Asian burrito.
Yeah, it's like it's like seaweed on the very outside to keep everything together. Then there's a layer of rice. Then it's just like you can choose your meat like bulgogi or like fucking all that other crazy shit like
Okay.
teriyaki chicken. But anyway,
They were going through this area. Yeah?
yeah,
Why didn't we just play here? This whole area here is a choke. We can just wall, aggro. None of them can actually get up over onto this high ground. We could have just baited them into the perfect kill zone for us. They just almost entered their brains out, but we moved instead of looking for the map flip, which is what we should have done. And now they just go back main. And now we're in a choke and getting walled. We want to be starting off on this, literally on this corner.
all right.
You want to be fighting on this corner, or if the enemy team's here, we want to be on this corner.
Yeah, I was too slow. I thought they weren't going to rotate fast enough.
Yeah,
So
basically,
I
May versus May, we never want to be in the alley, and we almost never want to be forced to back up.
Yeah. It's a big well to deny.
No, it's not. They all have time to run. Although the fight's still winnable. You did not
No, you
wall
didn't.
heels because you were all slanted. So, Zavi, I'm going to give you a really good tip for your wall.
What's up?
Don't wall off the Anna from the Rhine. Wall off the Rhine from the Anna.
Okay.
Every time. Dab and Orisa, same thing. Winston, same thing. Wall the tank off from the healer, not the healer off from the tank.
It's a closer
What the
kill
fuck is
zone.
the pause button?
P?
No. It's K.
Oh, it's just like YouTube.
It is K.
YouTube's is K too for some reason.
YouTube's a spacebar.
No, you can also use K,
Oh.
I think.
Looking for wall. We just play corner. Okay. Kinda walled Rhine. But
The payload broken.
My keyboard completely now. We should have been walling right about now. And the wall should go right behind payload. They're on payload, so payload's not going to move back and break our wall. We put the wall up here, and then we just bum rush into this Reinhardt. Literally, you jump around the corner animal, and you hit left shift harder than you've ever hit it in your life.
Yes, sir.
I just started the game.
Yeah, so you're basically throwing, but in a way that's actually not throwing.
Of course.
Walls.
I got boot back
Ryan
there.
quote unquote wall, but we still didn't aggress into them. That breakthrough, great job capitalizing. They get to kind of even, but they get the shatter off, so we kind of get fucked. And the Zarya gets mid-fight value out of her bubbles, which we did not stop either. Like, the Zarya's not even really getting value out of bubbles. That's the problem that we're having right now. She's bubbling purely for energy, and then they're
we'll
winning
punish
off of
it.
it because we're not actually punishing and forcing bubbles to be used when we want them to be used. Similar to goats. How did you force bubbles in goats? You apply pressure.
Yeah. You do
Nades force
damage.
bubble. Stuns force bubble. Boops can force bubble. Fire strikes can force bubbles. But we got to remember that fucking with their bubble rotations changes tempo. Okay, pretty much an even wall from both teams. They have Blizzard though. Nope, they don't need Blizzard. Okay, what do we need to be looking to do here? What's the problem here?
Press W.
No.
We're split. We're on the
No.
opposite. We're on the opposite side of where our heels are of the wall.
No.
Itself. No. Okay.
Let's watch it one more time. The mistake already happened. Let's play it again.
Me and
Mistake
Call
just happened.
Focus.
What's wrong?
We're holding too far back.
Yes. We are 10 miles from this corner. So watch what happens. Watch how we play that. Look, okay, your starting point is here. This is your starting point, and this is their Ryan's starting point.
Just play
Their
corner.
Ryan's end point and your end point. So you moved about 1 tracer blank, and their Ryan moved about 2 tracer blank. So it's 7 compared to 14 meters. So
Okay,
if
so
we had just aggressively taken the
faster.
space onto this corner, you're in a much
Yeah,
better. That's literally shit you'll see now. If you go and watch your fucking replay viewer, and you watch Ryan's from if you watch SF Shock's Ryan, Super's Ryan, if you watch Gamsu's Ryan, if you watch Fusion's Ryan, you'll see this. Where they know their enemy Ryan's getting to the corner, and they fucking doesn't matter who is existing here. They don't give a fuck who is here, because if they don't get here, they lose the fight. You can go and watch that.
Yeah, I was just slow to walk up to the corner. I wanted to be there. They were just there first.
No, it doesn't matter if they're there first. You still go. Because if you don't go to this corner, because they're already there, you have to play this corner. And that's a lot of distance. This is like 21 meters or some shit like that.
Okay.
It's too far. It's better to take the fight here and stall cart than have to be all the way back here.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we need alts. So, we need to fight early anyway. Because if we fight here, recontest is going to be fucked. Because we're going to be too rushed for it. We're actually going to probably have to make swaps depending on when we die.
Okay, so, yeah. For some reason, I called off. I said to back up for no reason then, when the walls were evenly traded. I thought that we were completely walled off. I didn't know I couldn't tell how good their wall was, because, it's just weird angle.
Yeah.
For me.
So the thing with like our own May walls is that our own May walls are reliant on us as a team and you yourself being in a good position. So it's like if we're not on this corner, it's almost impossible to get May wall. Like this is literally the best May wall.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if we're on this corner and we're stopping cart while it's here, the best May wall we can get is right here. And the amount of space difference between this is huge, right? Because here they can swing around, and now this McCree's here, and he's on an off angle, and we can't actually contest him. Whereas if the wall's further back, on this black line here, their McCree is still inside here, and he's very limited to his LOS, right? So his LOS ends up goes from that to that. This is like a three times more LOS.
Mm-hmm.
So just by being more aggressive with that positioning, we secure kills in this area, and we force bad LOS out of their tree, and we force their supports back into recontest, basically meaning, or we force their supports back towards spawn, which means that the people that are walled off are literally just left to die, because if the supports stay, supports risk being capitalized off of because we're running the range damage from Kree, May, and Ama. All right. So now we don't have corners to play off of, right? We got to use Maywall to make our corners. Maywall's going to make our corners. It's going to make our chokes. This area's too open, and this camera's too far away. That's a bit better. But you see how you just made them stop? Like, this is a good example of a good Maywall, right? The enemy team's not playing this properly. Look how fucking far back this guy is.
They're crazy on the other side of the map.
He's on the other side of the map. This is 2.5 tracer blinks. 17.5 meters. Too far. By the way, now spacebar's working the pause.
What the fuck?
Fuck off, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, so that's just an example of the enemy team playing corners poorly, which is what I obviously just talked about. You get your shatter off, this grab's completely fucking useless because of that. They literally get no value to that. We didn't need to use the nano either. We could have completely sustained through this. Why are we not all... we need to be on the Zarya. Leave D with a contest and just get on the Zarya. Enemy teams entering their brains out because they think this is winnable. We're not in T, which means we don't have respawn. We don't have extra time on our respawns. They only have shatter now. Yeah, Zarya's high charge, but she just died. Fight's over for the enemy team. They don't win this. I don't even remember if we hold this. All I know is this fight's not being won. I don't need to see more. I don't know if... I think the person in the lobby for them was their manager. Probably not a coach, to be honest. The way they were talking too much, but... that fight was obviously lost, and they called winnable. Okay, because I don't play the game that much, is it really like hard to tell when a fight's winnable or not? Like, if you were the enemy team, would you have thought that that fight was winnable?
I would have to watch the fight again, but I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So if we're their team, no,
Like, they're high
fight's
noon,
not-
but they don't get shit out of high noon.
the fight's not winnable. Right here, it's already unwinnable.
Because like respawns alone should make it unwinnable, right?
Yeah, this should be this isn't winnable.
You know that Ryan's going, I have shatter, it's winnable. Fucking literally quote any main tank player ever. I have shatter, it's winnable. I've primal, it's winnable. Yeah, I don't know, right? Because I'm always looking at it like top down, right? Like I'm always looking at top down, so I can see when fights are lost pretty well.
That's just because they got 2 kills. They killed both their DPS. So it's
Yeah.
like-
But again, I think like they just ignore respawn advantage. I mean, I guess
it would have been winnable if their
advantage
Ana
then,
didn't
and that's why they thought it was winnable.
If their Ana didn't die, it would have been actually winnable.
Because when I was watching that fight, as soon as we killed the Zarya, I literally just fucking put my pen down and just leaned back in my chair. Like, all right, fight's over. We won. And then I'm like, wait, the enemy team's not running away. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
All right. We're playing real far back on payload. Again, we want to be... So, cameras, again, way too far back. But there's the corner right here. We want to be right here. So we're going to put a little... You are here.
You're talking about the corner just right there, right where the wall is at? Like blocking right there?
Right,
Right
the
kinda-
first corner we talked about for third point.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't
About
tell.
the Maywalls and
I
stuff.
couldn't tell because of the camera.
We want to be there. Now, why do we want to be there? We
'Cause
have
it's the
2
best Maywall.
long-range heroes. This pokes them, it does damage. We should already know that they're going to be close to their support alts, right?
Yeah.
Which means they're going to get support alts this fight. Hands down. There's no way they don't get support alts this fight. Which means being up there, gives them their support alts. That's true. But they're going to have them anyway, so we might as well try to build our May ult. Because guess what? They're going to have Kree ult anyway, so it doesn't matter if the Kree does any damage. We get May ult, we kind of win this because they don't have defense matrix, so we should be way up there poking. And guess what? Once they get past that, you know, like the little barrier thingy that drops down once you get carded, once they push past that, guess what? We back our asses up to this corner. Now you're here. Then they keep walking forward. We're still spamming. By this point, Zabby should be like 75% on her Mayall. Now we hold our ground. Okay? And the reason we hold our ground, because McCree's bitch ass is here, Anna's bitch ass is here, and then we're putting up a wall. And then we're committing to that fight, right? High Noon, Shatter, Nano, probably like 65% on this, like 75% on that. Boom, we can commit into this. And even if we don't win that fight, Nano is going to be the first one to die, meaning he swaps the ball for stall. We come back, we commit ults and recontest. GG, we win that because they won't be able to come back and recontest in time. Paul champion. That's by the way, that's actually how I break fights down, like while I'm watching you guys. Right now we're super passive. We didn't push forward and generate any ultimates. So responding here, I don't know if this was intentional from Reed. Because he's saying that I can high noon, but I don't know if it's intentional for him to high noon when Zabby gets slapped. I don't think it is because he did say I can high noon here. But in the future, we should be looking to high noon if Zabby gets slapped or if anyone gets slapped. As long as it's not
And
Reinhardt.
by his time, it makes him very, very
As
scary.
long as it's not Reinhardt, we should be high nooning to make sure that we're securing their life. Because if it's Reinhardt, you're shattering your fuck. See? Fucking huge. They slept May. They thought they could go aggressive even though high noon was up. You don't have a fucking diva. Don't know why you would do that. But they did it. Now again, we're not holding close. Not getting our spam in. Look at alts. We lose this. They cap third. There's no way they do not cap third. They have to literally int their brains out, throw away their alts, throw away their resources to not take third. There's high noon. I think Nanimal dies here, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. Not yet, anyway. We're giving up a lot of space here.
Then we just get Blizzard in their corner.
Yeah. So let's look, right? There's their high noon. Oops. Alright, high noon's down. We heard him shoot, right?
Yep.
Why aren't we holding W? Well, we're close to the Blizzard. If we're aggressing into them, right? Like, let's say we hear a call that they have their Blizzard. Aggressing into them forces Blizzard, which makes the eat actually extremely easy for Vamp.
Okay.
Because she's just going to be throwing it literally into your rush, meaning that, I mean, that's basically a free eat for Vamp.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting our Mayalt in that rush, and they have no way of stopping it, just to completely securing the fight.
Okay.
Right, so Spike dies, there's their all. Arse goes through the fucking map, which is unfortunate. Which if we pushed would not have happened. Because it wouldn't have been possible. And now we're just going to lose because we won't actually be able to come back and recontest.
Okay.
That doesn't even sound like me.
Yeah, you didn't know that no one sounds like how they think they sound?
No, like I know how my voice sounds like, because I've listened to like me like doing VOD recordings back, or VOD reviews back.
You're probably just hella congested.
Yeah, just because I'm sick. Okay, we're taking high grounds. Camera is so far away. Should always be like directly above middle of point, because in the current meta, all teams are going up here. No one's going to bridge unless they're in Soldier, but Soldier's banned, and no one's playing Hanzo because Hanzo sucks. Okay.
I don't know what's back there. I'll talk to her later.
I think she's AFK.
Probably.
Dude, there's just fucking orbs. There's
Actually-
orbs flopping around, dude. I can't
So what
Trees
I want
touching
you guys
each
to do is I want you to look at her FPS. All right, so you see how it says,
Yeah.
how it says 60? But if I go back, look how it fluctuates. You see how it's fluctuating real quick?
Yeah.
That means she's alt tabbed. She's just alt tabbed. That's all
I
it
didn't
is.
know
Mine does
I didn't
all
know
the
it did
time.
that.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna assume Zabby that she has a 60 hertz monitor,
It looks like it because
because
it's,
if you
I-
alt,
at
if you
60.
alt tab, your frames will lock at whatever your monitor.
I think she's
Hertz?
144. Because
Really?
I've talked to her about it before, yeah.
maybe for spectating purposes, she didn't care. But I don't know.
It's
weird.
over 130, and she alt tabs and it drops down to 60.
Huh, it's weird.
Oh,
Maybe when you alt tab, it's
wait,
yeah.
Zabby, has she opened up her monitor to 144, or did she just buy a 144 hertz monitor? It's not default on 144. She
know,
might have
I
to
don't
activate
know.
144
Dude,
because when you
Yeah.
alt tab, the game automatically goes to your monitor's refresh rate. So I don't think she's actually activated 144 hertz on her monitor yet.
yeah, I don't know.
That
You
would
don't
be
tell
something
her
to look
about that.
into.
Huh. Yeah, I'll talk to her about it.
Okay, since the camera angle's weird, all I can remember from this fight is that we're fucking circling. We're just playing around this fucking circle. Then Jay gets a nade. We can't get the kill. Then we try to drop on.
Oh! I know what I can do.
What?
You guys are gonna fucking love this. Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Wow. Wait. How's the guy say? He goes, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so real quick, where's black? There's black. Choke. 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 And not the good kind of chokes, but those are the chokes. So, where don't we want to fight? Well, we don't want to fight here, 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 or here. So all of our fights want to be somewhere in this blue rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
Now on point, we're a little bit tricky though because teams are on Cree May. This is actually a kill zone. Actually, let me KZ. It's the kill zone. So we want to be the aggressors, right? So we've just identified what the chokes are, right? And we are coming this way, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So we want to be putting up a wall. Let me not use that color. Let's use a pretty color. Our wall wants to be here because they cannot jump over this wall. So our wall goes there, and then we int our brains out into them. If their wall goes up, you go over this and you jump back into your team with DM as the way to guide you out. That's it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I think
This is
I don't
last
remember.
fight
this is
we
bare
met each
bones.
other.
Huh?
Like we met each other in the middle last fight. For the
Okay,
first
so
one.
if we're meeting each other in the middle,
Yeah.
Mhm.
then we want to be looking to force them into an area. Now this map's kind of stretched out, so it looks like there's more space than there actually is between here and here. These are actually a little bit closer.
Mhm.
But realistically, you can just put your wall here, and then there is a little bit of a gap, but it does allow us to engage into them. Most people will not look to jump over this. This is like a fucking 5% chance someone actually has the brain power to jump over this. But that's how we want to be looking to do this. I need to blow my nose. Jesus.
So they will then. Here.
Don't they drop? I'm pretty sure they go under.
Yeah, they go
Yeah,
underneath
you
once
go
we hit
under.
a nade.
And when they do that, I'll pause it and then I'll blow my nose.
It's so
We
weird.
haven't
having
even
them all drop
noticed.
in there.
We haven't
They're
noticed for so
all in
long.
there.
What the fuck? They all just went down there. No one said anything before I turned around. Like, but other people definitely saw them walk under there, but I was on the other side, so I couldn't see. And then, like, so from my perspective, it's like they walked around like to the other side of the wall and just disappeared. And I was
Okay.
like, oh shit, them going under.
So they went under. Why are we dropping? This is not Fortnite. We're not dropping off of high grounds. Stay on the high ground. You either stay here. I don't like this color. We either
Damn
stay here or we rotate around one of these ways on the bridge.
Wow.
Ideally, we're staying on this high ground though. We have May, we have Cree. We want to be looking to maintain this high ground. This also forces your Brig away from your Ana, which I also don't like.
Okay. Yeah, because my idea was if we could just wall them off from the doorway there. Oh, but I'm insane, so it doesn't matter. Mistake is
but if you wall off this doorway, they come out of this doorway and vice versa. And she's all tabbed back in. Frame rate went up.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, dude.
Exposed.
Alright, anyone a piece of gum?
What kind?
Dentine ice.
Sure.
Oh no.
I can't tell what's happening.
Both teams just smacking each other with Raleigh. That's it. Shatter for shatter. So, let's say both Ryans entered this fight at 0% alt charge.
Mm-hmm.
There's your shatter.
Yeah.
You then back away from your team, exposing them to the enemy Ryan.
Yeah. There was a lot of damage on me. I don't know. I was just scared that my shield was breaking or something. I think I got fucked. I just misplaced my
Yeah,
steps.
but
I didn't want
whenever
to
you're
be
in
there.
danger, always back to your team.
Yeah, I don't know why I went that way. I think I just had some stupid mistake.
One of those things I'm always saying though, whenever you're in danger, always to your team.
Okay.
We kill the Kree, it's winnable. Well, we're forcing them away, so that's close enough. Yeah, once the Kree's not able to do shit, like they're fucking the enemy team's just useless. Like, look at this. Right? Like they're off, right? McCree's doing nothing. Not getting any picks. Nothing. No picks. What? No picks. Hiding. No picks. No picks. No picks. No picks. Nothing. This is why you need a good hit scan player. I think she looks over point a lot because when I was watching her VOD, her team loves to fight on point and stay on point. They don't venture off a point.
Probably.
What's happening? That's very me.
Overwatch in a nutshell.
On Sanctuary, this isn't a problem. On Sanctuary, I literally just position my top down with this control I shit activated, and I just watch. I don't do anything fancy. I don't even move the camera. I just watch.
Oh, dude, on that map, on Sanctuary, they ran that weird dive comp, and we didn't really know who to walk into.
I can't see anything. We're just gonna go to the next map.
Yeah, I didn't know where to try to go against their dive here.
Wait, this is exactly what I do.
Pog.
Yeah.
Except I'm a little bit further back, so I can see this area down behind here. So that's where tracers go sometimes, and widows.
We should be going top right every time. I don't know why I said to go point.
Yep, should be going drum.
I don't know why I said to go point, but I did.
Still go drum.
Yeah, we're just playing on point, waiting for them just letting them set
So
up.
if the enemy team was better, our Ana's dead. If the enemy team's better.
Yeah, because she's very out right now. They should just be going.
All right. They're setting up for the dive. Okay, that's an important thing because right now we are split by the
On the kill
openings
zone.
on stone.
Mm-hmm.
We are basically a club. We're basically a sandwich. Okay, we're a club sandwich. We've got bread.
Oh.
We've got more bread. An animal's an olive. And then we've got some nice jamon filling. And if
Where's
you
the bacon?
don't know what jamon is, very expensive cured ham.
Oh,
Mostly Spain.
ham and cheese.
No, just jamon.
What is a fancy?
Or we can be a BLT, and we don't want to be a BLT.
Mm-mm.
Where should we be playing?
Well,
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys permission to draw. Just draw a line on point where you think the team should be playing around. Just draw a
Our
line.
team?
Pick a color, any color. You
I
click
wanna
the
be
color
the-
palette at the bottom of your screen and just pick your own color.
Oh, color palette. I want to be this color. I'm gonna be this bright blue color.
Then just draw a line where you think the team should be.
Okay, so if they're all around there,
Well, correction. We're drawing a line where an animal should be.
Where I should be.
Yeah, where you should be.
I should probably be. Well, if we're in this spot, I'd probably be like fucking back here.
But we're not there.
Wait,
we're
that's
on
not where
point.
I drew. That's not where I drew. I like behind the drum here.
Okay. Anyone else?
That's where I think. It's probably wrong, but you know.
I don't see a color palette.
What?
It's a little
Yeah.
paint thing. It's in the little toolbar at the bottom. It's a little paint.
There's
paint.
nothing there. There's nothing there. Anyways, yeah, I think we should be by the drum too, that Animal was saying. Because it's really easy for me to get walls in there. And for us to pick them off one by
Yeah.
one. And I feel like they
I
can't
could-
really do much in there. Especially with their tanks.
So we know the enemy team's here. We know the enemy team's here. We should be here. And by that arrow, I mean in here. Why? Why should we be in here?
Because you have hardcover there. A lot of hardcover.
Nope. Not even that.
You
Keep our distance?
deny LOS from them. You deny.
I'm putting it in a box. Control point is not
It's not
unlocked.
open.
Oh, okay.
It's not unlocked. You're on point, sitting ducks, waiting to be dove, and
Yeah, we're
you're
just
not even
draining
fighting for
resources.
anything.
We're just
You're not even
draining-
fighting for anything.
Yeah.
That's why when you're on Rhine, you go drum. Because drum's safe when point's not unlocked.
Right. It's the same thing like when you're on Gardens and it was it was in Goats meta, and if they were running like on counter Goats, you would just sit in the room. You'd sit in white and then go. Yeah, it's the same. thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of pooped my pants and didn't do it.
You have to say it like that.
What? I don't know. I'm weird.
Alright, enemy team fucked up their dive. Fight's won. Well, looks like that fight was won.
The dude just threw the game.
We sort of went on our side
Not
of the
even that.
thing. Their
Diva's got
balls-
no business being here. Diva is a fucking peel slut right now, okay? With their comp, Diva's a peel slut.
1v6 bog jump.
She's fucking in, man.
The ball and the
Who's
tracer need to be going in from different angles and collapsing on a single target in our backline, while then the Diva flies in to pressure our Kree as the rest of their team is also shooting our Kree. Ugh. I don't know how to run dive. Fight was over before it fucking started. Just on their positioning alone, the fight was over before it started. Points are us. We can fuck off. We don't have to keep sitting on. We can fuck in the drums and fucking try to kill them, or we can fuck in the here.
Yeah, I was charging my shield, but I could just walk forward as I was doing it. I don't
I'm gonna
know.
lean back a little bit, move my mic a little bit closer, drop my voice down a little bit because it's closer, you know? Relax, lean back. Alright, no one's helping Reed get back. Okay.
Okay.
Tracer's respawned. Ball's high mobility. This Tracer, not going where she's supposed to be going. Good Tracer is gonna go main,
Spawn camp.
or is going to go down this way and try to get around the map. The ball, if he was smart, would go this way around the map. And then they'd kill Reed when he's like right on that X.
Right.
So,
We
We
send
should
back our
be-
brig, or Diva or brig.
like we can go drums, that's fine. But we need Vamp to be going back and escorting the Cray.
Okay.
But like now we know that they're all here, so like there's no fucking point in going to peel, like bringing the Kree back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because like, what's the ball? Like, what's the ball doing? He's gonna go in here and force himself in the close. He's not. It's not even his job to be on fucking point. There's no value from ball. What's the High Noon gonna do? I need a fucking break. Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least that's not us.
Okay, they killed Zabby. No, they killed Zabby because we're on point. Okay, we just heard the draw. pick a fucking target and go. Preferably that fucking break, to be honest. Also, we need to be using Nano, no matter what, this fight onto our Rhine, so that our Ana can swap to a Moira, and I believe I ended up vocalizing that.
Yeah, you do.
I think after this fight, if we don't win this fight, I think you say it.
Like, what's the... Like, look at him! He's fucking following you guys like he's part...
And then he gets the minefield. He boops our backline into his mines.
Yeah, I just said it. Alright, we got 5 fucking ults. Make something happen. What is that? Oh, what the fuck? How'd you die to that?
Owl? Did you bash it?
I
It looked
don't
like you
even-
bashed the
I
bomb.
think I got booped up by the bomb.
Oh, and the bomb
it caused my
landed
shield
under
to-
you.
yeah.
So you couldn't... You didn't... Okay, yeah.
Oh, you got boot back. You got whip
Well,
shot
up,
back.
like he pile driving me up. And it's just like my shield didn't get to block the thing.
We nanoed our Kree when Zabi was gonna die. That doesn't make sense. And then we C9'd. Yeah, I'm not listening to myself talk. Before I even watch you guys leave spawn, take the fucking high ground. You're either taking the high ground or you're not giving them space. You can't do both. Right now we're doing neither. We're not contesting Widow. Now we're contesting Widow. How the fuck does our Kree die? How does Reed die?
He's 1 HP.
Okay. Rule number 1. Al. Always have 1 armor pack for your Kree when you see the enemy team's running dive. And the reason for that is because if you're playing Kree versus dive, Kree will always require a pocket of some sort. And we're not running a Mercy to pocket him. So, it's an armor pack, it's defense matrix, it's Rhine shield. You're basically playing... This is President Kree, essentially. Dropping point is not the thing that we should be doing. We should be dropping down the point. They're going to think, they're on point. We want to fight them. Points unlocked. And then you guys march your asses around this way and kill this fucking Ana. Because Ana is going to go high ground every fucking time, or she's going to be playing on stairs and looking to nade you guys in the back. One or the other.
Right.
So no
yeah,
matter
'cause he's
what,
just
by
sitting
rotating
there.
around to high ground, you're going to be running into their Ana every time.
Yeah, she's just sitting there. We could have easily walked at her. You're right. Yeah, we're just sitting here doing nothing.
Reed should have swapped to a Tracer or a Widow of his own. I would say that's a bad idea, however. He should swap to Tracer. Zabi should definitely not swap to Doom, but Hanzo would be acceptable. Nanimal swaps over to Ball. Al swaps over to Mercy. And Jay swaps over to an Ana. Boom, now you're running dive. Even Tracer Sombra would actually be fine here too. Like dive with the Tracer Sombra, that'd be completely acceptable as well. You basically just play like the FAR doesn't exist.
That was my bad.
Yeah, so we're coming here. We know they know that we're here, and we're not just Wing into theater, which is the problem here.
Right.
Too long. Like all this time, right? Every time I hit the forward button, it goes 5 seconds, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 45 seconds to get theater from death. We need to be at 30 seconds. We got to die quick enough, group up, and rotate. 30 seconds. Without Lucio, 30 seconds. With Lucio, 30 seconds. We can make 30 seconds rotations on this comp with or without Lucio. We don't know where the Ana is. Ana's on Balk. There, like, where else could the Ana be? Right? The only other areas the Ana could be is this high ground.
Mm-hmm.
We know that she's not here. So she's going to be here. There's no other place for her to be without throwing. Unless she's here and looking to answer you guys there, but you would have already experienced that anti, and that's essentially throwing. It's the only other spot she can be, except for like here in the alley, but even that is basically from the same position.
Yeah, if we were inside of theater in the first place, we would have had more resources to even deal with that. We're walking
Well,
around the opening getting chunked.
Yeah, like, okay, so we push through. We're kind of in theater, kind of not. And we should be noticing the Ana's not here. And then just rotating around here. And
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought we would do.
because if you force her
Yeah.
out, you now know where she's going to go. Because again, there's only 2 areas she can go to. And then from there, we can force this Widow to rotate over here. And then we just play behind our Rhine. Take the high ground. We can look to deal with Widow. We can look to deal with the pharmacy with Kree while D.Va deals with the Widow. So you kind of force yourself to split up, but you want to make sure that you're either dealing with the Widow or you're dealing with the pharmacy after you force Ana rotations.
Okay.
But again, it would probably be easier just to mirror the dive. Ana went and into the brains out. It happens. Want to be making sure we're looking to deny res. She doesn't res. Reed couldn't hit Ana. Okay, we retake point. PogChamp. So we want to make sure, D.Va, that you're maintaining the high ground, where you just were. You want to make that high ground your bitch. And then we want to be more than willing to aggress into the enemy team. If someone walks through that choke, they need to get blown the fuck up. Someone goes onto that high ground, they need to get shot the fuck up. Alright, falling back to high ground, because ball got through theater. The Ana's in Balk. High ground's completely acceptable. If you were main and she gets Balk and ball gets behind, you're absolutely fucked. So, rotations are fine. We're not playing with our animal.
Huh? Yeah.
Unacceptable.
That ball got a strike, dude.
Yeah, his ball's playing fucking Wii bowling. And we're the bowling pins.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he smacked us all around.
Points lost.
Loki might.
Zabby, you die pretty quick here, I believe. Yep. Now, it's not just like, okay, Zabby got picked. Haha.
Mega lol.
We need Ana back in 18. That gives her sights here, and then gives her sights here. You play on those 2 areas accordingly. Widow plays here with Mercy and defaults back here, and then Mercy looks to assist on the high grounds without just simply pocketing the Widow.
Right. You can heal. You can do both.
Yes. Now, if Ana wants to position for first fight up on this high ground, that's fine, as long as we're engaging on the enemy team when they're either here or here. If you do not get one of these engagements, we are effectively throwing. We boot the Hanzo forward. We should have conned that better. We could have looked at combo. However, you're also booping them into an area where your Widow is not effective. Whereas if you had booped them this Hanzo into the air by using Grapple Slam, your Widow would have gotten a pick, and then we could have looked to build advantage off of that. And now Zabby gets picked, ball slams, and we're not going to punish the ball. And now we're forced to retreat as the enemy team the entire time because we weren't looking for an early engagement with our own dive with the ball. Now, when you have Winston, it's different. With Winston, you can be patient and just play the high grounds. Ball, no.
Okay.
Can't do that. All right. Anna's got to be forklift. Forklift is right under Reed. Reed right now is playing an 18. Peeling for Reed is good. Healing Reed's good. But ideally, we're running a Winston, right? Can't run the Winston, obviously. So
Right.
because we can't run Winston, Diva's maintaining high ground, this blue box. Widow and Anna are 18. With fucking Mercy is going between this high ground and this high ground because Genji's also here. And then we're having our ball playing in server room and then also having it onto this high ground here, which also extends influence onto both blue box and the island, which is just behind us, which is actually casting the shadow down here. Capiche?
Yep. I have to get
Oh.
up for half a second.
No problem.
I'll be right back.
We need to get on. We just need to get on a target. Like, look how long we're just waiting.
Yeah, we didn't really coordinate.
Let's go back
fights.
further. Too far back. Just pick a target. Alright, she's out of mech, but we don't kill baby. Then we call Hanzo. We never go into the Hanzo. We force Hanzo, we get to pocket it. Now they're on our back line. We're letting them choose when shit's going on, when shit's popping off. We need to be doing that. We're defenders, but we need to be aggressive when we're running this ball. Ball is dog shit at peel. We do not want to be forced to peel.
I am back.
Yeah.
Make them peel. Also, at this point, we should have swapped to our own Zen.
Do you think we should have stayed Genjiana?
No,
No.
we should not be on Genji. We stuck to the hot cop the whole time, and they're running Briggs in. We get fucked.
Okay.
You only get value out of the Ana if, again, or if you're being the aggressor.
Right. And who would you want me to switch
When
to?
you run the Brig, you're more focused on 1v1. So it's the Hanzo looking for the solo engagement, the Tracer looking for the solo engagement.
Yeah.
So you're enabling your DPS, kind of like what Mercy does.
Who
but
would
a
I
bit
switch
better.
to though?
We go Hanzo.
Hanzo, you can just fucking mirror it.
It's a Hanzo band? Oh no,
No.
that was the last one. That was the last band. Never mind.
Sombra would also be fine.
Yeah, I was
Doom
thinking
would also be
Sombra,
fine.
Okay.
So Doom, you can't go in without your team. So we would have to be the aggressors to get value out of Doom, but we're not getting value out of Ana because we're not being aggressive. So Hanzo would be better. Good pick.
Wait, it's paused for me.
Yeah, it's been paused.
Oh, hold on. That good?
It's still no,
Click
it's-
sync.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, now it's synced. Look
Shit's
at that.
popping.
They're rotating. We have alts. Why are we not using our alts? Why are we allowing them to use our alts? Al dies because we're just sitting around doing nothing. Like we have alts. They're walking through chokes. We need to be committing. Well, they use trance, so we can't do anything about that. But basically over. However, neither team has really done enough with their alts. Right? Like they were aggressive with their alts, they didn't get a lot of value. We reacted with our alts when we should have been aggressive with our alts. And we didn't do enough with our alts to beat them. Whereas if we had been aggressive, we probably would have been able to.
Yeah, I asked for the call. I was like, "Are they bottom?" I was like, "Are they bottom right?" Because I couldn't hear where their Zen was, but the call was a little late, so I just stood up there for a little while. Like I was waiting for the Zen to show himself so I could ult, but I was asking for the call.
We have 2 alts. We have 3 alts. We need to use them. We're just waiting. And they throw their bomb in first again. Widow's now dead.
Bad minds. Yeah, I don't know. It was just hard for me to know that we should to do there because they just have Zen Brig, and it was just like and we have the Genji, so I just didn't. We didn't know
Yeah.
that would be that.
If we have a Q that we can use that isn't walls, we just go in. We literally nano Widow there. Or we have Widow just swap the Tracer, which Widow should be swapping the Tracer here. And he is. But if we had nanoed the Widow there, Widow could have gotten peeled for and probably survived. And then look to reposition.
My grapple fucking glitched out and reset the cooldown there. That was unfortunate. I think I double clicked my mouse by accident.
Okay,
Just like...
I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I've my dinner.
Okay. I'm glad we're actually we're watching our own VODs.
Yeah.
It's a feels good, man. We can see what we ourselves are actually doing.
I mean, it just seems like we're making the same mistake. We just need to engage first.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be more aggressive. Especially on dive.
Yeah.
It seems like the comms too that we're good at most of the time, at least identifying where most of the enemy team. So make sure we start doing something with it now.
Yeah, I can already tell next game is going to be a lot better because I just needed to watch a single VOD of myself
for the first time in months to actually see what I'm like what I'm actually doing. So I haven't played this game in a while, but now it's back. It's coming back.
I think my mom's going deaf and needs a hearing aid.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I said to my mom, "Hey, do we have any rice?" She goes, "Yeah, in the cabinet." I go, "All right, where's the white rice?" She goes, "In the cabinet." I go, "Where's the white rice in the cabinet?" "There's no white rice in our cabinet. We only have brown rice." And then she comes out of the room. I go, "You know, I was asking you where the rice was, right?" And she goes, "Well, we have like the bags of white rice." And I go, "I got a rice cooker. Why am I going to use boil in a bag rice?" So now I'm just making brown, short grain brown rice in my rice cooker. And that means it's going to come out sticky, which is going to be nice because that's the rice I like. Is everyone here, Vamp? Zab?
Sticky rice is nice.
Yes.
Okay, we go. And I'm making some nice chicken with it as well.
Pretty much all I
So,
eat, honestly.
Pity meat. Okay, their Tracer fucked up. Tracer should never be here, ever. So, like, if they can have their ball here, right? Like, that's completely fine. Ball being there is completely fine. But their Tracer should not be there. Their Tracer should actually be here. And then they should actually look to be having their Hanzo up in here, potentially. Or over here with the Zenyatta. And then or they can have the Hanzo up here with their Brig and play them both up here. So you would have the Tracer going in, the ball going in, the Brig Hanzo up here to be able to put value in, and then the Zen up here to put value in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'd have the Diva, and you would actually have the Diva position here to be able to provide value. This is the early fight on ball that we want to be looking to take. Or in this case, that the enemy team should have looked to have taken. Which they don't do because their Tracer tries to... I don't know what the Tracer's doing, to be honest. Like, I assume to capitalize on a Widow that moves on to Bridge, but then we're just moving cart. Like, right now, one of y'all needs to be on cart. There we go. We want to be able to move the card out of the LOS on high ground because you can just force the rotations. They're not running a comp, nor do they actually have the ability, due to losing 2 members of their team, to contest cart. Which means we can just push that bitch, move it, and force them to move because they can't do jack shit about it. Boom, we're steamrolling them. Next target. Find another target. Find another target. All right, Zen or Brig. Okay, pop quiz. Brig or Zen first?
Zen.
Brig.
No, Brig.
Brig.
Brig can pocket the dive target harder.
We got to kill.
No, that's true.
Just kill one of those guys. Just kill. Didn't go
That's
after
why I
one
was saying
that we didn't go directly after one going after your Widow. That's fine. That happens. Also, again, I like the Genji Widow here. I like to watch it. It also kind of lets me gauge where the DPS are in terms of positioning improvements, which is actually pretty nice to see, as well as listening, how good they can hear. Which is kind of why I like running this comp, even though admittedly it is not the best comp to run. Basically, it lets me see how good the DPS or how bad the DPS are running this comp. It also lets me see, because of the map specifically, how we play around high grounds as dive, how we accept and negate certain scenarios, as well as how we choose to play fights out. Whether we're looking to play them aggressively or play passively, because there are some times where you do want to be playing passive. Or when we're looking to make rotations, when we're setting up, when we're looking for early engages, shit like that, like dive shit. So Watchpoint's just a good map for that. All that together. Watchpoint's good for it. Alright, she used walls. We knew where she was. She wasn't running away. Why did we W into her?
We did.
Alright,
I'm coming
we
out
know
from
where
spawn.
she is. We know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Just W! Alright, now we W.
Yeah, because I
Everyone
came.
W.
I
Everyone
came-
W. There we go.
Yeah, I came back from spawn. Okay, that's a 3 or 4 second cooldown. You have to
Yeah,
wait
no.
a second. to get that
Everyone should have W'd sooner. She was inting.
pull. Yeah.
Did she really just bomb her backline?
Yep.
Yeah, it was really annoying.
Why would she bomb her backline here?
I don't know.
Zen should have tranced, honestly. And then that would have fucked you over, Zabby, way harder. That Zen should have popped his trance. You might have meant
Yeah.
to and just, didn't hit it in time. That's fine too. That happens.
I was trying to have because I wanted to use Blade.
What? Okay, kill that fucking break. Good. Now get on this Widow. Get on the Widow!
That booster cooldown.
Hey, we don't talk about that grapple spot. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Wait.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. No.
Hold
Both
on.
of us fucked up.
Hold on. Watch both of our tanks.
No. You don't have to watch us.
Both
We did
of our
nothing.
tanks.
We did nothing wrong. We did no.
Let's watch
We
both
made
of
no
our tanks
mistakes.
here.
We made no mistakes. We played
Wait, what is
absolutely
this?
perfectly.
Absolutely perfectly.
We played absolutely perfectly.
Wait, I
There's
can
no-
bring up hero icons.
Oh, that's cool. Why don't do not put a Bastion? Please don't put a Bastion on our team. Yo, it's a what? Yeah.
Wait.
Let's put our Bastion on the point.
He's angry.
Let me just screenshot this real quick.
I didn't know I could do that. Whoa! Smash Ultimate as well? I can give us Bowser! Wait, hold on. I gotta explore this feature for a second.
Unless-
It's just Overwatch and Smash Ultimate.
As fu-
What
That's
a weird
random.
selection of 2 games to have.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
yes.
He found the legal. Oh, there it is. Wide ass Kirby.
Kirby's a thick boy.
Yeah, she's about to suck everyone up, then jump off the map, getting a 6K. Oh god, dude.
Well, this is ball Overwatch. What do you mean?
no,
Alright, watch both our tanks.
wait. Oh my god, dude, this shit is. Hey,
Dude,
look.
Hey,
look,
3-second boosters, motherfucker! Let's
Fuck
go!
champ. That would have still died.
Hey, look.
Hey, we got the Widow.
Hey, we lose the mecha immediately after. Hey, but that's okay. Sometimes your gamers just make mistakes, you know.
I canceled my boosters too early and then I fell. Unlucky.
Well timed Valk. You called Valk, didn't call you resing the WoW.
Yeah, ow.
So you want when you're going to res someone, you don't want to just say who you're like going to res. Resing on a server. Perfect. Now your team knows where you're going. They know what you're doing, where you're going, who you're resing, and wait, I already said that one. Okay,
Wha-
they know.
Wait, why did Reed and Al go?
Why did what?
I did. Is that a good spot for them to be up here, top left, with our Widow? I don't feel like he should just be on top of like the other.
He should Reed. Where should Reed be?
Yeah,
Uh,
because I feel like he
Top
should be
here.
either server. Yes, I was thinking server, or like the fucking high ground.
he
like,
should be server.
Yeah.
I mean, they like contested him and then they just like ran away. So then,
They kind of just like, hey, fuck you, and then they're like, you know what? Nah, fuck you.
I think they're trying to touch the point. I don't know why
Don't we end
both.
up taking this? Or am I high?
I don't know.
What'd you
Don't
say?
look like it. Gonna be honest.
I didn't hear you said.
No, we lose this, I think. Yeah.
Unlucky.
All right. That's actually a pretty sad pause screen.
Oh. Poor Ash.
McCree
dude.
will never love me again.
Unfortunate.
Pepe.
Pepe cry.
Yeah, her and McCree had a thing. They was fucking.
Why people sad? Yeah, you didn't watch the whole
Dude, look at Ash's bicep, dude. Holy shit.
Bro, she's strong as fuck. She almost got the Samus shoulders too. Like goddamn.
Oh, now she's happy.
Fucking Pac-Man. Yeah. Fucking Pac-Man. Jesus. Wait, can you flip it around?
No, I can't flip it around.
Damn it, dude.
I
What
can
do you
just
mean?
rotate it.
Wait. Oh. Oh, it's not like other. It's not like other. It doesn't have the feature where like if you stretch it like opposite enough, it just mirrors it.
No, it doesn't have that.
That's annoying. Oh well.
There we go.
Hey, that's perfect. Diddy Kong.
Now she's happy. All right, bar review's over. I want to go to bed. I want to eat dinner.
Okay.
All right.
Good night, Sin.
Yeah. Fuck you. Bye.
Fuck you. Oh. How was your experience? Ooh, terrible. 1 star.
Unfucking lucky.
How can you?
Wait,
actually,
Okay, Mag joined. I need to give her